Extra fine choke collar on Maggie. She's never done this positioned correctly. This is about a 4-foot long little nylon lead, and it should go wound up in your hand, and the bottom, it comes out of the bottom of your hand. So I do it short so that she can't get too far away from me, and I have control, but I'll drop my hand so she's loose when I want to reward her with some looseness. So that's my little setup. They're shorter. In my perfect world, this would be a little bit shorter. This is a lot to do, and you can practice in front of the TV. Look at my hand here. And so, let's see, how do I do it? There. Sometimes I come around no, not around. I leave a little thing like that, I guess. And then I stuff it down there when I wrap it. So that's how it should look.
So your fingers are not intertwined with the leash at all?
No, it's wrapped up and it's hidden. The bottom's coming out by my little finger, heading down. So that's the little setup. Here's my cookie. And see, I just round it. Sometimes I do that, if you see my finger. So I'm going to click on this dog. I want her head going in the straight line, her nose, her spine, all straight. So I'm going to put on my clicker. So you might follow a little bit so you can hear the click. You can see where I click. So basically, I want to click when her head's straight. I'm going to put the reward when her head is straight too. I'm going to reinforce it by delivering the treat there, not have her follow my hand. Your hand will be hidden and quiet, not out in front of her, luring her, because she'll watch it. So let me get my clicker in this hand. I am able to doing this. Normally I would just tongue click because she's close to me, but I wanted you to maybe hear it. The wind's blowing a little. So this is the setup when I have both things in my hands. I just lay it right on top of the leash, and then I can click on it. All right, Maggie, here we go. Normally when I show dogs, I just say let's go, and that's kind of a habit, and even though we wouldn't add the cue normally later, it's kind of what I always do. I'm going to remind her I have a cookie and put it in my pocket, but now I'm showing her there's nothing. And we're going to go, and I start out very slow. I don't break into a run. I will walk, and then I'll pick up a trot. My ankle kind of hurts, so I'm going to just go a very short distance. But if you saw, this is not going to be real pretty. I'll try again. Maggie, let's go. You can stay there. And here's my turn. She looked ahead and I treated. She looked ahead or I didn't treat, I clicked. And we don't have good cookies. When she wants to, her default is to sit. And so when I deliver this, I bring her head up and then down, because if I leave my hand up, she's going to SIT looking up. So that's why I'm dropping my hand and I'm letting her come forward a step. And I should be clicking in there. I'm kind of, don't have good treats right there. Now I found it. Oh, that's so pretty. Yeah, her feet weren't perfect, but this dog has been doing the default SIT on the click for 10 minutes before this. So I'm just really, really happy she's not sitting on it. Look at that. Okay, so that was a great thing. Hi. So that was our first. Maggie hasn't done any confirmation stuff. So, all right, so we'll do another one. I'm gonna get my I have big treats in here. Let me get this figured out. Good girl, look, she's already thinking about standing. So ideally we have very soft pea-sized treats that do not crumble, and sadly we don't have anything of that right now on the place, so we're dealing. And it's okay to stop. I don't know, boy, she really wants the food. It's okay to stop and deliver the treat. You don't have to keep moving. She's got a lot of, now she's like, wait, you're going to feed me. She's turning her head more now. I turned in front of her, Julie. We talked about this. I'm just going to say right there, I missed a great clickable moment as we took off, and I think I'm going to go to my tongue click and see if that changes things. I know the click is almost wrecking me. I'll do one came around nice. Missed a couple clickable moments there too, and now I'm out of the really good treats. You have the dog food bowl? Stop right now. Okay, we have a almost 10-year-old dog who knows how to do this, hasn't done it for a while, is totally ungroomed. But we're going to show you how cleaner it is. My ankle's hurting a lot, so we're not going to do much more trotting. But this is JJ. This is Nike's uncle. So, and hopefully we'll do the right, he wants to default for the SIT. So I'm going to do, you're going to see a nice, clean, easy trot. He's going to do his position from me. I'm not crowding him. Where he is, it's not going to be fast. This would be, you'd start out and then gain some speed, but there is no speed today to be got out of my ankle. So I'll stand here. He'll do a free stack of some sort. So let's make a little circle. Cookies, do it now. We're going to trot. I'm going to get rid of this. Let it move. It's good. Ready? Ready? We're going to go. Let's go. Kind of looking. Okay, going away, he was turning around looking at me. When he came back, you saw that there was a loop in my leash. That was awesome. He was in a pretty straight line, I think, once I got turned. I should try that turn I was talking about. So I'm turning in front of him, I left about. I stop, I draw a straight line back to you and put him on it. I think when I came back last time, I was straight in front of Emmett. He was the judge, but not the dog, but there's a branch there. We're going to have to scoot over here. So I'm going to have him stand and stay. And we haven't done this a lot, and I keep dropping my hand to get him to move a foot forward. It's not happening.
Oh, there it went. He just...
Oh, he did. So let's talk about that straight line. So the dog should be on a straight line. Pick a, like if they say go to the corner, pick a spot where you're going to put the dog on the straight line, not yourself. And when you turn, you're going to put the dog back on that straight line. And imagine your line coming straight to the judge and stop a few feet away. Okay, ready, JJ? Let's go. Slower, sorry. You don't want to be limping when you're showing a dog. Good boy. I got a little bit close. What do you think? 4 or 5 feet? 5 feet. I could have stopped a little farther out there. There was something I noticed. Oh, when I turned around, I dropped the tail of my lead out of my hand. That was bad. Bad example. So you want to leave this again up there. That I just dropped my hand. And sometimes I feed out a little bit. I remember I had a trainer years ago when I started. He said, just sit in front of the TV and practice this. Wrapping it up real fast, so it just becomes second nature. Having a small, flat, easy thing that bends. Everybody likes those fancy braided leashes that are expensive. I don't know, I'm just used to this. And you know, as a judge, you're not judging the leash. So something small that could go in your hand. This blends with my black right now. So, yeah, don't be spending tons of money on fancy leashes. That's not what judges are picking on. So, okay, I'm not going to run anymore. So we're going to talk about stacking. Going over here. So first of all, I want him, and I'm just using my knee to bring him around. And we always start with the front. The left hand only, don't do that, only moves this leg, this left front. Fine. And it never goes below the elbow. Is the elbow the little pointy part? So I set that one up, and then I change hands. You notice right there, that's the cleaning off of the collar. This one, I slide the snap behind his ear. Oh, we were talking about folding, remember her ears? So that's how it would look. I would put my finger right there and just give it a little rub. And then over here, And a lot of times if you have a little bit of pressure there, that brings them forward. Hide the snap. Go here, run my hand down, not below the hock. This is as low as you go. You never grab down here, down there. You never reach under here. Don't ever do that. It's here. You want a nice bend here. Pick that up. Sometimes you can get a little more bend by pushing on their tail forward. Now I'm going to say stay. Oh, I don't like this up here. This looks back. He's leaning back right now, but watch what's going to happen here. Hopefully it's going to happen. His hair looks awful. So I've cleaned off so we can see neck, and of course this dog is not groomed, which is not helping. I'm going to show him his food. Did you see that coming forward? Oh, a whole new dog, and he has a neck. That's pretty. So I can step over here. I like to just sometimes 3/4. He's looking that way, but to show the neck, goes straight. I can see some goofy hair. Of course, again, this dog's not groomed. Good. Click and give that to him. Cookie, and I just say cookie. That's all that is. Tidy your feet. That looks really nice. Then just standing around like this. Tidy your feet. Watch the judge, because you could be working hard and the judge has moved on or come around this way. Emma, come around the front. So judge would then come over to the front of your dog. And at this point, this is where he's looking at the dog's head and ear. And then look at how that happens. And you would quickly go, oh wait, he can stand like a good boy. But they're looking at that. Watch the judge a lot because they don't spend a lot of time. They might come up and say, may I see the bite? I slide my hand just like that. Under here, there's a V underneath here in their jaw, and I slide fingers in there. Don't worry about moving the feet at this point. Very gently. Thank you. There's his front, how they line up. It's important in Australian Shepherds. They see all these teeth here, and their tongue gets in the way, and we just push it, and they look. Good. Cookie, I'm going to reset, and the judge will then make an individual exam. You'll want to replace the feet. Hopefully they'll give you a second. Pull the dog up. You watch this dog. There he comes forward. I sort of teased it away, tidy my feet. So then the judge would normally go over his shoulders. You can actually just you can either feed them, you could hold their nose. Sometimes the puppies are turning around watching this person. You can just gently hold the nose, and she needs to learn about that. Obviously this dog knows it. His feet are going everywhere. He's done doing this stuff. Stay. Where's that cookie? This dog is very low key, so if I throw, you can throw bait, and I let him go get it. We've learned this. For photos, this is always what he gets to do. But this can be very problematic and not something I'd recommend on a young puppy because suddenly they turn into a vacuum cleaner. This dog is 10 years old. He knows the routine. It works okay. Cookie. And he isn't very real strongly driven about looking for food generally. So probably forget about the throwing the food right now. That's not something you want to start with. I had problems getting good pictures, and I watched a really great handler with a national #1 winning dog, and I watched him do that, and the dog took beautiful photos, and every time he was getting a win photo, which is really hard to do, the handler would throw a thing, and at the end he'd drop the leash and the dog would go and get all that food. And that was just so he was watching and forward and forward and forward, and the dog took beautiful pictures. It was it was pretty cool to watch. So this dog, I had a hard time with that, so that was something him and I did. So let's try a little more trotting and see how my ankle is. So I've got my leash coming out the bottom. I'm straightened. We're going to get past that branch there. So let's.
What's the point you're aiming for with the dog right now, down there?
We're going to do just his head's going to be in a straight line. Hopefully I'm going to drop the leash. He's not going to be looking at me. I'm showing him my hand's empty. I'm going to direct him and let's go. Good. And always talk to him. That was a bad habit right there. Cookies. Here we go. Cookie. Good boy. These aren't real exciting cookies. This is his food. So I liked what it looked like going away. When I turned around, I noticed my hand immediately went into my pocket, which some dogs could pick up on that cue, and I don't know why I did that, but I noticed that. because when I come up here, I want to have my piece of bait ready, my food, probably. That's my deal, is I want to, you know, be clean and have it there. But I could see where that can mess me up. As the dog's coming around, he could see that, and then maybe they won't take their eyes off of me and they won't put their head straight. So I would say that was a mistake. Somewhere halfway down, a real fast clean. Yeah, I think that's enough for now.